Hello Libra, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And this is the Princess of Wands. This is the one who dances with the tiger, right? Who treads the tiger's tail. You're somebody who usually thinks very, very hard before you act, right? You think very deeply. You weigh the options. I mean, you're the Justice card, right? You're the Libra energy. I feel as if you try to always invoke your higher wisdom, your higher discernment. You think things through. You do things in kind of a measured and logical way. You don't like surprises. You don't like things that are too risky. You try not to ever really be impulsive and do things just, from that kind of internal prompt, and then so a lot of forethought goes into things for you. Especially the big decisions, the big things in life. I feel like you take your time and you think them through. This is the card that is not that, okay? I think that sometimes you have to trust yourself. Sometimes you have to have that kind of internal push, that impulse, and you have to go with it. You have to trust that, okay? So I think that right now there's something going on for which you don't want to overthink. There's something taking place, if there's an option or a decision or a choice on the table, that you don't want to think too deeply about it. It's kind of either do it or don't, and it's kind of dancing with this tiger, right? It's kind of doing the dangerous thing, that maybe if you thought about it, you would think, I'm not going to do that, right? But maybe this is something that really is meant for you. So we're going to take a look at this energy and see where it might be, how it might be playing out, right? Interesting. Now we've got the Chariot card as our next energy. And the Chariot card is, obviously, it's fortification, it's movement, right? It's, in some ways, it's saying, follow your gut on this one. Follow that impulse that you feel, that internal push, that internal prompt. Do it because you are ready. Do it because you can handle it. Do it because you have already kind of prepared for this sort of thing. That you have maybe not intentionally been preparing for this, but you're ready. You're strong enough to do it. You are healed enough to do it. You are fortified enough to do this. So it's kind of like the Chariot. We don't sit there in our chariot and think, should I do this? Should I not? The charioteer acts out of duty, acts out of this kind of commitment, and an obligation even toward that higher principle. Okay? This isn't just about kind of doing reckless things in your life. This is something that I think is intensely meaningful and has, I think, the potential to really change your life. We don't want to overthink it, right? If you are feeling this prompting to do it, then I believe it connects with your highest sense of purpose. And I think that you are ready for it. It seems like the universe thinks you are. Yeah. The Chariot card is also a card that might have to do with home. It might have to do with decisions that you're making regarding property or land or the area in which you live. It feels like it's kind of a domestic thing, living situation kind of thing. And it might even be kind of moving to that location or from that location. It might literally have something to do with transportation or travel. All right. Let's keep going here and see what else is 10 of Swords. Overthinking is going to really, really kind of, it's going to diminish this intensity here. Okay, when we see the Chariot, it's not somebody that acts. It's not really. This isn't impulsive, and this isn't thoughtful either. This is someone, or an energy generally, that just acts from duty. It's not about thinking, or it's not about an impulse. It's the right thing to do. You do it. Right? It's that kind of an energy here, and I think that we are being instructed to trust that. Because overthinking is going to kind of destroy this opportunity. Okay. Now the Ten of Swords is the Sun in Gemini, so it's an awareness of how we sometimes can overthink things. Okay. And I think that, like I said at the beginning, you're somebody that is very thoughtful. You like to think ahead. You like to plan. You like to prepare. You like to know what you're getting into before you get into it. You don't like surprises unless you're the one that's kind of putting it together and organizing it. But I think that you would admit that sometimes this thoughtfulness or this analysis or this thoroughness has allowed some opportunities to slip away. Yeah. And I think we're being reminded of that. This is the card that's underneath the surface here. So it's something that you might not be aware of or thinking of. It might not be on your mind at this minute. It is now, where we can, if we look at ourselves, I think we would see that, yeah, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I talk myself out of some really great adventures, some really great things. And this not meant to give you any kind of regret, right? But it's meant to say, hey, this is something that we have to do. This current situation, let's try not to do that. We're not thinking of, we're not regretting the past or anything. We're just thinking, let's not do it this time. Okay. See what is behind everything. Yeah. The Three of Cups. I feel like the Three of Cups is what is sort of pushing us. This kind of looks like rocket boosters on our chariot, right? And it's pushing us forward. And this really is the card of abundance. It's the abundance of love and affection and joy and bliss, satisfaction. It's connections with our people. It really is. I think that this opportunity or this moment in time for you has the potential to bring about one of the greatest kind of joys that you've ever wanted in life. A really true sense of abundance and satisfaction and joy. Okay? Because this is Mercury in Cancer, I feel like you know what you want. You know what joy and pleasure really look like for you. This is the joy that we feel when we're together with our loved ones and we're just celebrating together. Maybe we're not even celebrating anything in particular. We're just together enjoying each other, right? It's that sense of family, that sense of community. And I feel like this is motivating for you. I feel like what you really want is that kind of connection, that kind of just that kind of a night, that kind of a day with people. Those intimate moments with your family or your friends, that just I don't even know why we're here or what, there's no occasion for it. It's just we're here and there's just this love and this bliss and this joy, and it really feels strong. It feels like this is a real sense of connection for you. Let's see what's up above everything. So this, as part of the rocket booster on the Chariot, this could be the motivating force for you, is to establish a life, a home, an area, an environment for yourself and your loved ones where you can have these kinds of moments. Okay? Up above everything, Wheel of Fortune. It's divine timing. And it's juxtaposed with the Ten of Swords, right? If the universe is saying, hey, this is the time, this is the opportunity, we can't sit there with our Ten of Swords and think, well, I had other plans today. Or, well, it's not really the best weather for this kind of thing. Or, I wish you would have given me some advance notice, It doesn't work that way. This is spiritual time. This is the cosmic timepiece. This is Spirit's, wristwatch. It's different than our sense of time. Right? We're looking at the clock and say, you weren't supposed to get here till 5, you're early, or you're late, or, you're here on the wrong day. Spirit doesn't really care. The things that come in and out of our lives, opportunities, these windows of opportunity, don't require our approval, don't even really require our participation. When the circumstances around you are allowing for a certain kind of forward movement, we either do it or we don't. Right? We can't argue with it. We can't say, can you come back later? Right? Spirit doesn't work that way. I feel as if, I feel like this is the wheels of your chariot moving. And we're either in the chariot or not, but the train's leaving the station, So I wonder what it is that's happening in your life right now. I feel like it's an opportunity to, in some ways, expand your life, maybe it's something that, if we kind of follow the dominoes, will lead to that improved living situation or the more opportunities for family and friends. That's something, there's a chain of events here, right? And it's kind of like with the Princess of Wands, you're being asked to kick over that first domino. And then they're all going to topple over. And, well, where are they taking us? To that love, to that connection. This is now everything that we have in potential here, it's really manifesting over here. Now, the Two of Pentacles is love. It could be romantic love. It could be that this is taking you through a chain of events leading to finding that soulmate, finding that true love, finding that connection. It doesn't have to be romantic. Love is love. Self-love, divine love, right? Romantic love, platonic love. All of those loves, right? And I feel like that's where this journey is taking you. That's what this decision right now, you're either on the train or not. If you're on it, I think through a series of chain reactions, the dominoes are falling, and you're getting to that kind of ultimate experience of love. Really, it's your best life, the happiest that you've ever been, right? And this is what's in your future, this kind of love. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right here. We're going to put Jimbo the Lizard King, aka Mr. Lizard, right there on top. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. And it'll give us our confirmation. If you have a prediction, drop it in the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. This channel is supported by viewers like you, and I really do appreciate that. So, general energy now, Path of the Serpent, Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a couple of things. One, we've got 2, 3, 4. So we got the dominoes falling, right? We also have this idea that the potential that we bring to the table of the 3. This is kind of this is our motivating force. The 4 is kind of saying that, look, we're manifesting that. It's going from the potential of a 3 to the actual of a 4. This is something that now is established in your life. It's a solid reality. Okay. This is also the card of kind of mixed feelings in a way, right? This is saying that maybe your life right now is feeling okay, but just okay, right? This is a ship that is, or maybe a chariot, right? That's just parked somewhere, and it's not really doing anything. It's there. It's not sinking. There's no damage. There's no like problems, right? But it's also not sailing off into adventure. It's not sailing toward that best life either. We're just kind of docked in the harbor, floating there, which is okay, but it's just okay. This is a card about what you feel that you deserve. So we ask the question, do you deserve that kind of love and intimacy? Do you deserve those deeper emotional and spiritual bonds with people, with your life, right? With God, goddess, deity, with yourself, all these things, with friends, And the answer is yes, always. A resounding yes, you do. Right? So we have to be willing to acknowledge that and really then say, yes, gosh darn it, I do deserve it. And then we get that Princess of Wands and we get moving. Yeah. Let's see, what is the relationship with the environment? The Fool. Very nice. New experiences, right? A future that is not tied down by anything, really. Certainly not tied down by our kind of overthinking. But I feel like this is a transcendence of your previous circumstances, which is kind of all of our goals, right? What is the purpose in life but to transcend, where we are, to get to someplace better, to keep making progress, to have more moments of joy, less moments of sorrow, to improve the quality of life for ourselves and our loved ones. I feel like this is a brand new day for you. I feel like this is a fresh start somewhere. It could be a new job, new place to live, a new relationship, romance. It could be the one choice right now that you have to make is going to kick all of this other stuff off, leading to your absolute freedom. Financial freedom, right? Freedom of movement, freedom of expression and creativity, freedom to be yourself in every aspect. Yeah. This is kind of a new start. And it might not be this obvious at first. And that's what I mean about the dominoes. 2, 3, 4. Okay, the wheel's going to keep turning with the Chariot's going to make some progress. But the Princess of Wands is that first step that ultimately is going to lead to, the absolute love, the best love that you can imagine, and this freedom, this new path, this fresh start. Really, really nice. Is there an obstacle here? There's always an obstacle. The obstacle is, of course, the dominoes themselves. To realize that this is not just one decision, right? The one impulsive kind of, dancing with the tiger, just one move, one moment that instantly leads to everything that we want here. But that this has to be sustained, that this is now a series of decisions. It's a chain of events. Okay. And so the Prince of Wands is that principle of sustained effort, sustained enthusiasm, right? Sustained devotion and love, right? That we can't expect something change overnight. It's a chain of events. It's a series. It's the dominoes, right? One thing is leading to another, and we have to be willing to keep going. We have to allow each domino to fall over to hit the next one and the next one and the next one, and keep this thing moving. Okay? And this is that fixed fire energy that says we're in it, and we're going to maintain this level of effort until, well, let's see what's coming after. The Seven of Swords, where there's a further obstacle here. And part of what this obstacle is our starting to question the path. As we're kicking over dominoes here and their subsequent dominoes are falling down, we start to wonder, okay, how long is this going to take? Right? Or we start getting some criticism from outside. There could be other energies, other people in your life that are they're not able to see so far down the road to understand what you're doing or why you're doing it or what the result will be, right? So there's something that's clouding our vision of the future. There's something that's kind of trying to throw us off the path. We have this Ace of Swords right in the middle here, and to me that represents the commitment of the Prince of Wands. Something's trying to knock you off of that. Something's trying to derail this train. It's our own thoughts, and it's also criticisms and things from other people. Okay. Now for that card, let's do a couple of clarifying cards. We're going to use the Millennium Thoth Tarot. Just to see what we can do maybe to battle those, whether it's just staying concentrated, trying to just ignore the naysayers, right? Or to control our thoughts so that they don't interfere and derail the train. Well, we get, first of all, a Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups really is is your personal knowledge of what this is leading to. This is leading you to a life that is ultimately fulfilling and satisfying physically and financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, creatively. Right? Every realm of your being is partaking of this water energy. We're going from 2, 3, 4, all the way to a 9 of cups. Okay? And so this is that joy that you feel with each domino that goes down. You know you're filling up more of these cups, and you're getting closer and closer and closer to the ultimate happiness in life. And that's enough to sustain you against those negative thoughts and against the naysayers. Let's look at another one. The Prince of Swords. See, the Prince of Swords is the fixed air energy, just as the Prince of Wands is the fixed fire energy. So it is about just remaining focused on your goals and focused on your path, focused on each successive domino, and not listen to the naysayers and not listen to your negative thoughts, and try to just stay fixed in your belief. Right? This is a concentrated thought, the Prince of Swords, that we have one thought in our mind and we are not allowing any other thoughts in. It's really just, it's kind of by force of our own concentration, that we're concentrated on this so much that it's kind of blocking all those negative thoughts from coming in. All right? And I think that's good. I think that's a good way to be. Which is a big contrast to what we started out with, kind of thinking about things too much, allowing too many kind of different opinions and different thoughts in, to the point where the opportunity has kind of slipped through our fingers. Yeah. Let's look at the mystery card. We got the 9 of Cups already. Maybe we need a 9 of Pentacles. Maybe we need the Libra energy. Maybe we need the Justice or Adjustment card in order to show that that the correct functioning of the Libra energy is not to overthink things, but to be so certain about things that there is a unity within us, right? And that we are able to be committed to this path without any kind of doubt, you know? I don't know. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. Let's take a look. Ace of Cups. Now this is the source of all of it. This is kind of this is the source that's leading to all those 9 cups. Remember, the physical, financial fulfillment, the mental, emotional abundance, and the spiritual, creative fulfillment and satisfaction. It all comes from the Ace of Cups, because the Ace is the source of all love, joy, beauty, bliss, pleasure, right? And what it does is it branches out into all these other rivers. And those rivers are the romantic love, platonic love, divine love, self-love, all these different things, right? This is the source of all of it. And I think that this is the real confirmation. Now we're going from Ace, 2, 3, 4, all the way to the 9, right? We're skipping some of the difficult cups, aren't we? I feel like this is a good confirmation that you're on this path to a future full of love in every way, in every aspect, right? This is what the future holds for you. A lot of love, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. Yeah. And we've just got to continue this forward movement, and this will manifest. Now, we're going to do an extended reading too if you want to stick around. There is a link at the top. There is one down at the bottom. New readings for Libra every Wednesday and Saturday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's free, doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment for me and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.